Hello again and welcome back to London. Friday is increasingly looking like a key deadline in the Greek saga. So what can we expect over the next few days? Well, I've been speaking to James Hughes from eToro. Okay, so let's talk about Greece. I'm running out of questions to ask about the situation, but I want to talk about the implications if they do leave. There's this idea that's floating around now that Greece is ring-fenced, but I find that hard to believe when you look at the billions of euros involved and also the fact that it will shake the confidence in the Eurozone project. So surely you can't say that Greece is ring-fenced.
Well, this is the big thing. Of course, in the past, you could definitely say that Greece has been ring-fenced and the whole Eurozone area has been protected from up on high. Now, this time seems very different. The issues are so strong, the rhetoric has been so strong from the IMF and from the ECB that it seems that now decisive action has to happen. Now, we'll hit a deadline, and whether Greece have the money, whether they run out of money, definitely the next couple of weeks are going to be key in terms of that. Now, do we see Greece going or do we see Greece staying? I think this is a situation now where we really are on a knife edge as to which way we're going to go. Something will definitely happen within the next couple of weeks. So I don't necessarily think it is ring-fenced, and I think now has to be the time for actual serious political power being pushed towards Greece to say, look, this cannot continue, and if the Eurozone is going to be taken credibly going forward, it has to do something to make sure something like this, number one, doesn't happen again. But before you can do that, you have to make sure that this Greek situation is resolved. And at the moment, what's happened before is we've kicked the can down the road so many times, we've moved the goalposts, we've changed the deadlines. That can't happen this time. We have to move along in this, a line has to be drawn under Greece, and we then have to move on with the Eurozone.
Yeah. You talked about the rhetoric there from the side of the lenders. What about from Greece itself? They've raised the spectre of World War II. Varoufakis is talking about if Greece leaves, other countries will leave. They've got the CEO of Gazprom in town just to rattle a few cages in the Eurozone. Is this just naivety from a new government, or is this actually just really clever bargaining, saying this is what's going to happen if we don't get our way?
Well, time will tell on that. I mean, I think it will be seen as one or the other, definitely, because what we've got at the moment is we've got this situation where there is the Greek politics have been so strong behind this. Of course, the party have got in on strong claims of no more austerity and coming out of these real tough times that Greece has seen. So there's strong rhetoric from the Euro side, there's strong rhetoric from the Greek side, and that causes the issue, of course, because before we've seen one side or the other, usually the Eurozone being the side which is going to fold away because they don't want this overall project to fail. Now I think there's as we said before, there's this situation where we've got to this. The rhetoric is so strong from both sides that neither are going to back down in this situation. And Russia is the key thing in this at the moment, because there is this fear, and the Eurozone, for the Eurozone and for the rest of the world, this is a massive fear that if Greece is told, well, that's it, you've run out of money, you're out of the Eurozone, they will go cap in hand to Russia. And if Russia have the money, and that's the other big question, if Russia have the money to then bail them out, then that causes more global issues that we've got going on. So there's huge other stories around this if Greece does exit, of course being the biggest story itself, but if that does happen, we've got so many more things going on in the background which have so many knock-on effects. It's not just a matter of flicking a switch, Greece is out, they start again from scratch and everyone's happy. There's so many different things going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, so it just makes me think that the best solution is for Greece to stay, right? Because you mentioned Russia. Russia's got its own economic concerns. And how on earth is it going to raise money in the debt markets if they've just defaulted on a huge amount of debt?
Yeah, this is the thing. The best resolution for everyone around is that Greece stays within the Eurozone and then gets stronger. Of course, that's the key thing. Greece won't be able to raise any money in the debt markets when you've just defaulted. As you say, Russia doesn't necessarily have the money to bail them out. The Euro and the Eurozone and Germany do have the money to bail them out, and it's just in the situation at the moment where they don't want to. And quite understandably, we've had however many years of this sort of situation with Greece. We're standing in this point. The Eurozone have more money now than they had the last time they bailed out Greece. The Eurozone is in a better situation. Okay, we've got a quantitative easing plan which has been put in place, but all likelihood is that will work, and that will help to bring the Eurozone out of the issues that it's had. So the Eurozone is in a stronger place than it was, and that's why it's being tougher with Greece. the big balance point at the moment is how far is each side willing to go before one of them blinks.
Yeah, so let's look at the currency implication here. The idea of parity seems less likely now. How do you expect the euro to act in the coming days and weeks, especially we've got that key meeting on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, I think the euro is interesting at the moment because, of course, the parity discussion is one which won't go away because of the issues that we've got going on with the US dollar and the indecision around the interest rate hikes. And that's, of course, a key thing in terms of euro dollar. Now, on Friday, everything this week is going to focus on Friday and then around the 1st of May and, of course, when Greece finally does run out of money. This is going to be key in terms of the euro and what sort of reactions we get. Now, I think what we're looking at here in terms of going forward with the euro is, number one, do Greece actually run out of money? If they I don't see the situation where Greece will run out of money. Then we may get to Friday, we hit a deadline and they default, and then the bailout comes and money's given. I don't see the default happening because even for the Eurozone, if they were to push Greece out of it, then there's an even bigger issue there with, as you said, them being able to raise more funds. So in terms of the euro, we sit there, and I hate to push out that old cliche of the markets hating uncertainty, but that's what you have, especially in terms of the euro, and especially in terms of euro dollar because of the dollar story as well. So because we just don't know, and we're all speculating as to where this goes. So the short-term plays on euro is playing the range. We've got good ranges on euro dollar to trade into at the moment because we've got these big stories going on that aren't showing any signs of going away. So it's short-term plays on the euro at the moment. If it does happen, then we see the massive moves out of it. But there's so much indecision on the euro, not just euro dollar, euro sterling as well, because of sterling's situation. So there's so much indecision in it. There's only short-term plays within it at the moment. And to play anything long-term until we get any more concrete information is a big worry.
Well, thank you to James for his input there. Stay tuned to Dukes Copy TV for more interviews and analysis, but from a very sunny London, goodbye for now.